So you rocking with Trump? I can say that, right?
Listen, yeah, I feel like I do rock with Trump.
Welcome to the Be Wise podcast. I'm your host, Chris Wright, where we talk entertainment, politics, sports, and social media. On today's episode, we're going to take a quick look at a clip from the interview with Lord Jamar. He was being interviewed on the podcast, The Art of Dialogue. Really good podcast. Kudos to those guys. But more important, Lord Jamar was talking politics as well as other things, but we're just going to focus on the politics today. Talking about how he supports Donald Trump and how the entire Black community, specifically the hip hop community, were all in for Donald Trump prior to him running for president. He believed that the media had a large hand in turning the Black community and the hip hop industry against Donald Trump, where they made him out to be a racist. And they zoomed in on certain things that he said. A lot of Blacks talked about the Central Park Five when Donald Trump took out a full-page ad in the New York Times seeking the death penalty against the five victims, I should say, who were criminally prosecuted for the rape of a young lady in Central Park. So we're going to take a look at that. And we're also going to look at how the hip hop industry used Donald Trump multiple times, hundreds of times in hip hop songs, saying they wanted to be like him. They wanted to emulate him. They wanted Trump money, things like that. So, yeah, we'll take a deep dive into that and we'll go from there. Let's listen to a little bit of the podcast with Lord Jamar.
So you rocking with Trump? I can say that, right?
Listen, yeah, I feel like I do rock with Trump. I'm gonna go ahead and say it out loud. Like I've been to myself, because the way they try to shame people and the way they make you feel, it's almost like you got to look around. Like, yeah, I fuck with Trump. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I fuck with Trump over Kamala. And if you say he's racist, well, guess what? I like my racists outward. I don't like racists who hide in the background and pretend to be my friend, but really they're stabbing me in the knife with a back. But here's the thing, Trump is not racist. And the only time that y'all started saying he was racist is when he started running for president. Before that, Black people and the Black community loved Trump. He was in all the fucking raps.
They was all on his nuts.
Right. And then if you look at the thing he's done, like he supported Jesse Jackson's run for the presidency back then. He helped fund it. People don't know that. When Jennifer Hudson, the shit happened with her family and all of that, he fucking put her up and all kinds of shit. Like, this man is a racist in the media, basically. Like, the media has made him a racist, but I haven't seen anything from him that would indicate to me that he's a racist. They say, oh, he inspires racism and all of that. I mean, America inspires racism. You don't think Biden inspires racism? First of all, there was more police brutality against Black people under Obama's term than I think anybody's. So what the fuck are we talking about here?
Straight to the point, Lord Jamar. He got right down to the point when it came to the hip hop artists. And I did not realize how many rap songs had the word Trump in it. And I was like, or the name Trump, I should say. So there was a lot of rappers who, when they thought of being rich, being wealthy, being successful, they turned to Donald Trump as that example. And I took a little clip here. It's kind of funny. I took this clip here. I found it. I Googled rap songs that mentions Donald Trump. And there's one video came up, and I can't remember the content creator's name, but I'll give it to you. I'll put it in the comments in the link down below. But he found 67 songs where rappers mentioned Trump. Take a look at this. It is so good. I think you'll like that.
Donald Trump, man, y'all is crazy, man. Yo, Ice, I did a concert in the White House, and after that, me and Donald Trump hung out. I gotta say what's up to Digital Underground, and Don Trump gets checks.
I got spunk, I'm well known like Donald Trump.
Suck me up and lick me up just to get a bump. Forget Black Caesar, brothers call me Black Trump.
Put my cash in my pockets, good Donald Trump.
Soon to be paid like Donald Trump.
But yo, guess who's the Black Trump?
You can boom so I can jump to the sounds I pump. But I ain't quitting till I'm shitting on Donald Trump.
Got a business mind, so if I lose the funk, I'll still be in the house getting paid like Trump.
New Trump, brand new funk. Keep a pocket full of California skunk.
The 95 shit gon' always bump. The 96 we gon' flip the script and break them off some new Trump.
Got the room stuck, I smoke and make dope like Trump.
Now I ain't talking about no bullshit ass flipping Z's. I'm talking Trump type access. They coming off a gang of keys.
Trump change? Trump change. Nah, Trump change. Probably not Trump change. Trump change. I'm talking Donald Trump change. I'm talking Steve Wynn. I'm talking, Trump change.
I'm just trying to get rich like Trump.
In hot pursuit of Donald Trump rap loop.
Niggas always expect to see us two together stable. The best couple they seen since Trump and Marla Mabel. The new Don Trump is Bill Gates. Not because his occupation, it's cause we respect his cake.
Bill Gates, Donald Trump, let me hear that. I bring your ass over the hump. We trying to get money so we can be living like Trump.
So, and that video wasn't even complete. Like, there was another 2.5 minutes to go. So, needless to say, yeah. So he was exactly right that all these rappers, the Black community, they wanted to be like Donald Trump. That was their hero, so to speak, when it came to money and making it in America, living the American dream. They wanted to be Donald Trump. So, like I said, one of the things that a lot of people bring up when it comes to whether Trump's a racist or not, there's only a few. In fact, you know, something that's funny, I can actually bring up more examples of why I don't consider him a racist compared to the amount of examples that people can say he is a racist. Is he bombastic in his rallies? When he's speaking to the crowd, does he say derogatory things about people? Yes, but he does it to everybody. Like, he's an equal opportunity bully. He's talked about Hispanics, Mexicans, Blacks, whites, fat people, mentally challenged people. He said the R word. You know, I don't want to say it on the podcast, but you know what I mean? Because when he's talking about a mentally challenged person, he's used the R term. And that's just, he's talked about women. You know, one of the things he said about Black people, what the hell do you have to lose? Some people call that racist. I just call it a man speaking his mind. But yeah, so let's watch this clip where Lord Jamar talks about the Central Park Five.
And another thing about Trump, I want to say, people will talk about the Central Park Five. Well, he was against the Central Park Five. Well, first of all, at that time, he was a Democrat. Okay? So let's put that out there. He was a Democrat at the time, and the lead prosecutor was a Democrat. Okay? So, if anything, the Democratic Party went after these fucking kids. Also, he thought in his mind, when he took out that fucking article, that he never did mention them by name in there, but when he took out the article, he thought they were guilty. Now, where I think he fucks up at is by not just coming out and say, you know what, I was wrong, I apologize, but they pleaded guilty, so I thought they were guilty, and I had a bigger issue about the police and da-da-da-da-da, and you know what I mean? He should just come out and say that. But he hasn't, and so that becomes a stickler for people. But I just want to point out, he was a Democrat when he did that, and it was a Democratic prosecutor. So if you want to talk shit about him, well, he was one of yours at that time. So
if you don't know about the Central Park Five, just Google it. It's a case that happened in New York City in Central Park. Bunch of young men were wilding. That's what happened in Central Park in the 90s. A lot of people hung out there. Young lady was raped. New York City wanted their people. They wanted to get the man or the men that did it. So they found five young teenagers. They did not get a due process. They were found guilty. But everyone, there's a documentary on it too. I think it's produced by Jay-Z. And if not Jay-Z, it's Maverick Carter or someone like that. Anyway, if you watch the documentary, you'll see how these young boys, all under 21, 15, 16 years old, were put in rooms alone. They were basically told that they were diming on each other. And, He said, you did it. He said, you did it. And then ultimately they wind up pleading guilty. Donald Trump pulled out a full-page ad in the New York Times and said these gentlemen deserve the death penalty. It was ultimately found out that these young men did not get due process. There was some DNA workings, things like that. And then it was discovered that they potentially could be innocent. They sued the city for millions of dollars, and the story goes on. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. Didn't want to take too long today, make a short video about Lord Jamar. And we're going to see a lot more of that the silent majority. One thing that he said was that, yeah, I'm going to say out here for the first time that I'm supporting Donald Trump. People used to keep it in the vest. That's why you can't trust the polls. You can't trust the polls because a lot of people aren't going to come out and admit it. But he was, in an interview, just said blatantly straight out, yep, I'm going to vote for Donald Trump. And then he said more about Kamala, which I'm going to do another video about that. So I took those clips out to say for the other video. Other than that, you guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you soon.
Well, I rain rhymes full. Suck it up like a straw and jump on the dance floor. Cause every time I step in a jam, I make like a door and slam. But then girls try to turn my knob cause I'm a heartthrob. I guess it's just a hazard that comes with the job. Cause every time I rock a rhyme and show Jamal's intellectual, girls wanna get sexual. I guess I have to cope with being so dope. You wanna be me, but can't see me with a telescope. You seek and search, but still you can't find. You weak and it hurts to be deaf, dumb, and blind.